Okay, the aforementioned Social Security Fairness Act, H.R. 82, was recently signed into law. It became public law number 118.27-273 on the 5th of January of 2025. It repeals several decades-old provisions and aims to increase Social Security payments for nearly 3 million former and current public employees who also have other pensions. It can impact firefighters, police officers, teachers, and other public sector positions. So, first, it eliminated the windfall elimination program. Program in some cases lowered Social Security benefits for individuals who also receive a pension or disability from an employer who did not withhold Social Security taxes. Also eliminated is the government pension offset, which in some cases can lower Social Security benefits for spouses, widows, and widowers who simultaneously received a government pension. So, what's the foundation for these changes? Well, most jobs are covered by Social Security. You know that when you look at your pay stub, if you still look at a pay stub these days, you see those FICA and FUTA taxes pulled out. However, many workers spent their lives in state and local government jobs that Social Security does not cover, so they have been eligible for a pension in place of it. While Social Security doesn't cover their government jobs, some workers may have held other jobs in the past or alongside their current jobs that do allow them to pay into the Social Security system and be eligible for those benefits. The provisions were originally meant to prevent certain beneficiaries from receiving higher Social Security benefits than earned. And critics of the provisions claim they led to unfair reductions for some people. Therefore, the provisions were eliminated after many years of political red tape. How can you apply for these benefits? If you previously filed for Social Security benefits and they are partially or completely offset, you won't have to take any action aside from verifying that the Social Security Administration has your current mailing address and direct deposit information. This can be done online through My Social Security account. Go to www.ssa.gov/myaccount. If you're receiving a public pension and are interested in filing for benefits, you can file online at ssa.gov/apply or schedule an appointment to speak with a representative. When can you expect these increased payouts? The increased payouts will begin this year. Also, more than 2 million Americans will receive a lump sum payment of potentially thousands of dollars to cover the shortfall in benefits that they should have received in 2024. Now, higher payments each month doesn't necessarily mean you now have more money to spend frivolously, although that's the impulse. People, in my experience, frequently default to upgrading their standard living. Close second, my guess is paying off debt. But here's my advice. If your current standard of living is acceptable now, I'd suggest considering paying off debt, saving for saving for short-term goals, or to put away in an investment account to give you more financial independence in retirement, or maybe even charitable giving. Key thing is have a plan. Dave Ramsey says that if you don't give your dollars names, they'll disappear, they'll run away. So think carefully before you go and do something with that money. Feel free to contact somebody like me to schedule an appointment to discuss your options that may benefit you in the short and long term and align with your financial goals. Here's a few of the sources. I'm going to leave them up on the screen for a little bit. Of course, if you call my office, you can get this information. I'll give it to you. Okay, so once you graduate, be it from welding school, engineering school, or law school, you're going to need a different plan for each of these stages that's tailored to your individual situation. During your working years, big question is, am I saving enough and is it in the right place for retirement? Because the sooner you figure that out, the less of a hit your wallet will take. When you're on that glide path to retirement, which I define as the last 10 years prior to retirement, will the USS Retirement be shipshape on the appointed day? In other words, you've only got a few years to get your ducks together, ducks in a row, to make sure that when you retire, that you will live in a manner of your choosing, or at least as close as you can. When you're in retirement, big question is, how do I avoid running out of money before I run out of life? Finally, your legacy. Does what you worked hard for get to where you want it to after you're finished with retirement? I can be reached at herwirefinancial.com. I do in-person, phone, and Zoom appointments. I am licensed and registered across several states and can easily add states if there's a need. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, you can go to the upper right-hand corner of my website and click on that Schedule an Appointment button. If you want to see more videos like this, go to my website and click on the YouTube channel button. It's that red button in between the LinkedIn and Facebook in that top bar. Please like and subscribe. If your friends want more information, they can follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. For those who prefer the good old-fashioned telephone, my phone number is 518-631-2569. Do not text that number. We will both be disappointed because I won't get it. Opinions voiced in this material are for general information only, not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance is referenced is historical, and it's no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested in directly. All data is believed to be from reliable sources. However, no representation is made as to its completeness or accuracy. None of this is to be construed as tax or legal advice. Consult your advisor prior to taking any action. Unmanaged index returns do not reflect fees, expenses, or sales charges. Index performance is not indicative of the performance of any investment. Investing in stock includes numerous specific risks, including the fluctuation of the dividend, loss of principal, potential illiquidity of the investment in a falling market. Investing in mutual funds involves risk, including possible loss of principal. Fund value will fluctuate with market conditions, and it may not achieve its investment objective. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is composed of 30 stocks that are major factors in their industries and widely held by individuals and institutional investors. The Standard & Poor's 500 index is a cap-weighted index of 500 stocks designed to measure performance of the broad domestic economy through changes in the aggregate market value of 500 stocks representing all major industries. And finally, the NASDAQ Composite Index measures all NASDAQ domestic and non-U.S. common stocks based on the NASDAQ stock market. The market value, the last sale price, multiplied by the total shares outstanding is calculated throughout the trading day and is related to the total value of the index. Hey, everybody, have a blessed weekend. I'll see you next week, God willing.